Good morning, I'm Marlin Miller, and this is August 2nd, 2009, and back here, this is a couple weeks after I started this tree, and I just want to get kind of a jump start so we can be prepared here towards the end of the month, and I wanted to come in and get this blue crab here rough cut in this tree, and get some work done here on this turtle. I'll be here for a couple more hours today, and hopefully we'll be in a position where when we come back I'll be able to grind this all out and get it primed, and my wife Renee will be able to get it painted up. And this is a blue crab here. He turned out pretty cool. Got real deep cut. Came in about 3 inches. Very time consuming because I had a lot of wood to remove in here. And this is that oak, so I mean it's like carving. They always say you're carving wood, but I'm really more of a stone carver, I think. More like granite. Very, very hard wood here. Hard as a rock. So.
How did you get it so deep?
It's real difficult. You know, I do long cuts like this right here. If you can see that, what I do is I do cuts with a saw, and then I go back like this, and then take a hammer and just kind of knock. You know, come in here like that and just kind of knock these pieces out, and then get in there with a saw and roll that all out. I'm going to come back in, of course, with a high-speed grinder and round all these legs off and smooth him up. He's very rough right now. He'll be real smooth when I get done and real shaped, and we'll have some notches on his claws and his body, and then he'll have a real cool wood paint pattern too. He's not just going to get painted blue. He's going to have accentuations along his claws, some black and some white dots, and you know, kind of how a blue crab beef you saw him swimming around the water there.
So Renee does a lot of crab painting?
She's done a lot of blue crab painting. We do a couple blue crab festivals in Florida, and so she's not just an experienced fish painter, but she is also a crab painter. So, yeah.
Multi-talented?
That's right. That's right. Okay. Then we have Mr. Turtle over here, the big old lazy turtle.
Mr. Turtle's had some changes, huh?
Mr. Turtle, he ran into a brick wall yesterday, and he decided to flip around. There was just too much activity up there, even though he knows that marlins don't really eat turtles, but he decided to go to the bottom. So he flipped direction, and he's diving now, and he's got his fin kicked up here to his side, and this one, how they swim, they reach out with their fin, and he's going to be swimming and kicking his little flippers up here. Of course, this will all be removed up in this area, and I'm going to pretty much leave this like it is. We're going to groom it up a little bit and get rid of all this bark, and maybe put a few turtle shell lines on here, but not too much. And he's gonna also be painted, and fortunately Renee's also painted a couple turtles in her day, so she's gonna have experience when it comes time to do that.
So was it a big decision to flip the turtle over? Or it was a necessity?
It wasn't a necessity, but once I made the decision, I realized that.
Just works a lot better.
Works a lot better, yeah.
And as you've told me numerous times, you're just bringing out what's already in the tree.
You know, that's it. Don't fight with the tree. Just go with the tree, and that's what we do with these trees. That's what I do with these trees. I'm gonna get some water lines cut back down through here, all these long lines. And once I get all the fins defined, and that'll all, when it gets done, will be varnished all wood, natural wood color. And then, of course, all your marine life will have their original color, their regular color on it. So
was that a big decision to decide to paint the entire tree? Because originally you were just going to paint just what, these 3 mahi.
You know, you'd think it would be, but the response that Renee got from the first probably 400 people that walked up here after she painted them, it was an easy decision. and I think the fact that it's off the road and it's not such a spectacle, you know, right on the road, that it will allow people to come up and appreciate it.
It won't be distracting traffic.
And it won't be a waste of time for her to put the detail that she put with the dots and things like that she's going to do on the blue crab and on the mahi, because people are actually going to come right up here, probably stand next to this tree or near it and get pictures taken. And so no, you know, that was great. You know, I come out here for almost 2 years at 4 o'clock in the morning, 19-degree wind chills, sweating, hitting chains, and you know, going through 5 gallons of water and 5 t-shirts on the hot days, and Renee walks out here for 45 minutes with her paint, and for the rest of the day I have to hear 400 people want to get their picture taken with her and raving about what, and she's just kind of knocking the dust off her hands saying, my work's done here. So that's kind of how the world works, you know. They always say world's not fair, you know, so fairs are for cows, I guess, right?
Thank you, Marlin.